Now at 6, Missouri could see a massive rebuilding project for parts of Interstate 44. Plus, Kansas residents head to the polls to vote in the state's presidential preference primary, and election officials in Jasper County conduct a public test of their voting equipment.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Big improvements could be coming to parts of Interstate 44 in Missouri if some state lawmakers get their wish. This is KOIM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. The Missouri House Budget Chairman is proposing a $291 million project to rebuild portions of I-44. KOIM's Amber Jenkins is live along the interstate.
Project Forward 44 could improve the congested traffic along the 250 miles of Interstate 44.
That is a particular area of need. Obviously, the Joplin I-49-44 interchange is one of the busiest in the country, and so well needed there.
Phase 1 of Forward 44 was replacing bridges on I-44. Now, representatives are proposing 4 more phases of the Forward 44 project to widen the interstate to 6 lanes, establish new interchanges at Junction I-49, I-44, and improve infrastructure on rural roads. Representatives like Cody Smith are hopeful the Missouri Senate and governor will approve the $291 million of funding for the next 4 phases of the project in Jasper County.
But I feel confident that given our history, the Missouri Senate also likes these types of investments, and Governor Parson, this has been part of his platform.
Having those 2 major interchanges upgraded and having the capacity expansion in between, we think is really a well-targeted plan to hit the primary issues that are experienced by the local community while they're trying to get around, while freight is trying to move through the area itself. So
the representative said truckers will mainly benefit from the Forward 44 project. However, the owner of Ballard's RV Park, located just south of the I-44, I-49 junction, believes improvement to interstate access will benefit them as well.
I recommend to customers that are coming here to be careful, watch yourself at this intersection or at this junction. It's dangerous, especially for senior citizens. It's something that you have to go slow to make the ramp, and then you're on an interstate with semis coming at you at 80, 85 miles an hour without the time to speed up, so it's definitely dangerous.
Ogden says he hopes Project Forward 44 will get the funding it needs and representatives will start looking to improve other busy roads.
I mean, you can see the traffic out here. It's semis all day long.
Yeah, the semi just passed.
Yeah, and they're driving towards Neosho, so I think that needs to be recognized as a 4-lane highway.
Forward 44 is proposing projects spanning from St. Louis all the way down to the Oklahoma state line. Dow, back to you.
Amber Jenkins, thanks. Nice weather out there, although it is a bit breezy. Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it's been super windy for us today, but much warmer than what we have seen over the past couple days. 69 in Joplin, 71 is where we stand in Pittsburgh right now. It's 70 in Nevada, right along that I-49 and I-44 corridors. We're sitting into the upper 60s. Mid 70s once you get out into our western counties, Parsons, Chanute, Neodesha, Fredonia. But look at the winds kicking in, sustained winds, kind of in that 30 to 35 mile per hour range. And we're going to continue to have those very gusty winds as we go through the rest of the evening hours for us tonight. But clear skies, not a whole bunch going on here. We are tracking our next wave out across parts of Arizona and also New Mexico, which will affect us later on in the week. But at least for the evening, we look fine. We're going to slide back through the 60s, 50s into the 40s. We'll look at the rest of the week here in just a bit.
See you soon. By mid-afternoon today, fewer than 100,000 voters in Kansas hit the polls to cast their ballots in the presidential preference primary. That's according to state officials. Kansas Secretary of State says he's not surprised by the low turnout because of the unusual date for the vote. President Biden and former President Trump are expected to win the Sunflower State and add to their delegate totals that have already clinched their bids for the nominations. Some voters, they welcome the change. Not all of them, though, in the process.
I see it as sort of a step away from what we used to do in terms of participation. Because on the caucus system, at least you were able to mobilize people in your own precinct to go out and vote and contact people. And this way, again, we're just showing up to vote on a primary.
Now, typically elections are funded by counties. However, budgets for counties were already set when the primary was approved. Therefore, taxpayer money from the state is paying that $5 million bill. Jasper County, Missouri is gearing up for the April 2nd election. The county performed the public test of their voting equipment today, overseen by a bipartisan team. KOIM's Fernandez Silva has details.
The beeping sound was heard hundreds of times at the Jasper County Courthouse. All of that to ensure the 58 recently purchased voting tabulators are ready for the upcoming Missouri election day.
One of the most important things that we can do in the election office is to make sure that people trust the equipment, trust the machines, trust the process that we use to run the election every election cycle.
According to the county clerk, the testing is also important to verify if the count is accurate.
I think the vast majority of the people understand and trust our election system, trust the machines, trust the process, but there are a few people that have questions.
I'm just suspicious of anything that's computerized.
To address the concern, 72 pre-filed sample ballots were fed through the machine. The testing was done 3 times to ensure the electronic results matched the hand counts made prior to the testing.
We can assure people that they can rest easy that the election results are going to be accurate.
I always feel good when I see this process being carried out from beginning to end, and I see that our elections are done fairly.
According to Jasper County Deputy Clerk, the brand new machines will also promote a quicker procedure for voters on election day.
We have noticed that before, when people would be out there casting a ballot, it would take around 10 to 15 seconds perhaps to read a ballot. This machine is a lot faster. It takes around 3 seconds to read the ballot. So it'll keep the lines moving. It'd be wonderful for all the voters out there.
In Carthage, Fernandez Silva, KOIM News.
Today is also the first day for the no excuse absentee voting period in Missouri. For more election resources, go to koimnewsnow.com/election. From a Ram to a Pirate, John's going to have details on the Riverton standout taking his game to the next level. That's coming up later in sports. But first, the Newton County Sheriff's Office unveils a brand new rescue boat.
Stopped working.
The Newton County Sheriff's Department today unveiled its new water rescue boat. It's for a new facet of the Sheriff's Department, the first ever water rescue team. The annual equipment fund paid for the boat, and a private donation covered the cost of all the gear for the 6 deputies on that team. The boat is dedicated to the memory of Brooke Robinson, a Joplin 7th grader who died in Shoal Creek in 2017.
Family of the victim, Brooke Robinson, was gracious enough to allow us to dedicate the boat to her memory. After all, her incident is what got us thinking about this boat and doing this. And sheriff's departments usually aren't a lot of involved in water rescue efforts, but I don't like sitting on the sidelines.
Brooke's family was on hand to see that boat for the first time. The Kansas Technology Center at Pitt State today received a brand new tractor. The tractor, a donation from PSU alumnus, will be used for students in the automotive tech program to learn about fluid power, advanced hydraulics, and diesel fundamentals. For the donor, Kelly Burgess, the tractor was a great way to give something back to the school.
And then back with a speed rower. So we're very excited, and it's actually one of the fun parts of the job is to be able to do such a donation like this and get to come back into our old stomping grounds and support the university again, because they certainly supported me when I was coming through these programs, and I'm very happy to support these programs now.
Case New Holland, the company that made that tractor, also recruits Pitt State students for internships and graduates for full-time positions. City of Joplin is going to hold a paper shredding event on April 6th from 9 to 11 a.m. Joplin residents can come out to the Joplin Recycling Center on 1310 West A Street and have large amounts of paper shredded at no cost. Go to our website, koimnewsnow.com, for more information, including amount restrictions and items that cannot be shredded. A little bit later, Pitt State and MSSU hit the road for their next baseball game. John's going to have a preview of the diamond matchup for the Lions and Gorillas coming up in sports.
Plus, it's going to stay mild and windy the next few days. We're going to look at that coming up.
99 Sonic Crispy Tender Wraps are the arts.
Definitely a much warmer day for us today. Temperatures upper 60s to near 70 across the region. Much warmer than what we've seen over the past couple days. Also very windy, but clear skies. Great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam. We're looking downtown Joplin from 7th and Joplin Street off toward the north and to the east. You can see the flags really blowing as the winds have been on the strong side. Check this out. Our 24-hour temperature change. So we are 25 to 30 degrees warmer right now compared to this time last night. It's 65 in Monette, Anderson, Bella Vista sitting into the mid 60s. We have Miami 72, 76, and Parsons. Pittsburgh is sitting at 71. Let's go outside 7th and Rangeline, 69. South winds at about 20 with gust much higher than that. We've had these strong southwesterly winds all day long kicking in, but that also helps our temperatures warm up. Now, these are going to decrease slowly through the night. We get a little bit of a warm front that kind of drapes across the region as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. So the winds on the north side of the front will start to pick up a little bit out of the northeast late tomorrow into tomorrow night. Bottom line is it stays kind of breezy. Clear skies, so not a whole bunch going on here. In fact, the entire Central Plains, we are looking pretty good. Let's go out to the southwest. We have an upper level wave. New Mexico, Arizona. You can see the counterclockwise spin, and it's been sitting out here for several days, but it is going to head toward us as we go into the next few days. But watch where it tracks. So it slowly heads in. So we go to Wednesday into Thursday, mainly in the southern plains. So we're on the very northern edge. So we're not going to see much in the way of moisture. In fact, we have another wave across the northern plains, so they kind of split around us. We are going to get a few random showers, but that's about it. Much stronger storm system pulls out, so this is going to be Monday, giving us showers and thunderstorms. We may be a little bit too cold to get severe weather, but once it passes by, we have another system that loads in, so this is going to be late next week, and that will give us our best chance to get some severe weather across the region here in about 8 or 9 days. All right, let me take you through tonight. Mid-40s, overnight lows. As we go into Wednesday, near 60 by noon, most of us upper 60s to near 70 degrees. May get a random shower trying to pop up far southern counties tomorrow evening. Hit and miss shower across the area tomorrow night into Thursday morning. Again, most of you will stay dry. As we go through Thursday, a few showers kind of trying to pop up late in the day, and then any showers that do pop up will slowly rotate out of here once we get into Thursday night, and then also into Friday morning. All right, here's your Wednesday day planner. 47 in the morning, 63 by noon, high temp right around 70 degrees. It's still going to be breezy, not as bad as what we have seen today. 63 on Thursday, 65 on Friday. Cooling down as we head into the weekend, a high of only 55 on Saturday, and then those showers and thunderstorms returning late Sunday and then into Monday. And of course, here shortly after 10 p.m. tonight, the official beginning of spring moves in.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's celebrate. Got the
Yeah, there you go.
noisemakers. Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, March Madness officially tips off tonight as well, and 2 high school teammates at Girard signed to play college football at the same school. John Dale is going to have those stories and a lot more. It's coming up next.
It's been serving the 4-state area for over 32 years. Doctors Hanny.
Hey, and welcome into sports. I'm John Dales. Several high school football standouts from Southeast Kansas commit to play at the next level today. Riverton High School senior Derek McLaughlin signs with Independence Community College. The future Pirate transferred to Riverton after his first couple of years of high school, and on his signing day, McLaughlin says he's grateful to have been part of a team that changed the direction of the Rams football program.
It meant a lot. We definitely leveled up from last year. We won one game, and I think we won like 8 or 9 this year, so it was a big step. And it's all thanks to the players and the coaches. They work hard every day, and yeah, got the job done.
Meanwhile, over at Girard, 2 Trojan seniors put pen to paper this afternoon as well. Now, they've been teammates since middle school, and that'll continue to be the case. Because Anthony Pike and Drake Kotzman, 2 seniors at Girard High School, make things official. They're headed to Bethany College to play football. The 2 of them have been super close both on and off the field and are grateful that doesn't have to end anytime soon.
We kind of talked about it, always talked about going to the same college if we did get the opportunity, and obviously we did, and it was a big decision, and we decided to make it together and keep on playing like we have been all 4 years, even through middle school.
He's been my best friend since 6th grade. If you watch some of our games, me and him are the dynamic duo. That's about the best I can say. And I think that's going to continue in college, too. I mean, we're rooming together. We're going to be teammates until we get out of college, hopefully.
And college baseball continues along after 9th-ranked Missouri Southern takes 2 out of 3 over Pitt State this weekend. Both of them back in action on the road today. We'll start with the Gorillas. They go on the road to Oklahoma Baptist and lose 12-9. Now that concludes a brief 1-game road stint. ESU back at home Friday through Sunday against Central Oklahoma. Things looking much better for Missouri Southern baseball, though. The Lions lead Drury 10-5 in the 8th inning. Southern also returns home this weekend to faces Washburn in a 3-game set Friday to Sunday. Plenty of high school baseball this afternoon across the 4 states as well. Colgan and Joplin play each other in a cross-state battle. Neosho and McDonald County square off as well. I'll give you final scores from these 2 tonight at 10. And you still have until Thursday morning to fill out your bracket, but March Madness officially begins tonight with the first 4 play-in games in Dayton. Now, the first game of the 2024 NCAA men's basketball tournament is happening as we speak. The 2 conference champion 16 seeds, Howard and Wagner, meet up. Winner of this one advances to play 1 seed North Carolina on Thursday. At the conclusion of that game, Virginia and Colorado State face off. Both of them were a couple of the last teams in the field to receive an at-large bid. Winner of this game moves on to the round of 64 against 7-seed Texas on Thursday. That's a look at sports. We'll be back after this.
Rookie stunt driver meets the trainer.
Day hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. We're going to have results of today's presidential primaries in Kansas. Plus, President Biden issues an executive order aimed at advancing women's health. And the leading AI tech company shows off its next generation of chips and software. Those stories, a lot more, of course, is coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The temperatures have been pretty nice, Doug.
Yeah, it's been great today. High temps right around 70 degrees. We'll drop back mid-40s tonight, 70 again tomorrow. Still breezy, not as bad. And then a random shower tomorrow night, Thursday into Friday. Overall, next few days look pretty good.
I see a couple of those possibly down near freezing.
Yeah, we got some freezes still to go.
All right, final sports notes.
We found out the Royals opening day starter earlier this week. We find out the Cardinals today. Miles Michaelis will take the mound in LA on opening day.
It's almost time.
Yeah, 10 days away.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.
Brought to you